The Goose Goes South is an MGM cartoon from 1941. This is directed by William Hanna, Joseph Barbera, and Rudolf Ising, and written by Ray Kelly. And we have a voice cast including Sara Berner, Frank Bingham, Mel Blanc, Cliff Nazarro, Kent Rogers, Georgia Stark, and Elmore Vincent. And I kind of don't know what to think about this one because the animation quality is good. I think we have a really nice colour palette with a lot of bright, very bold colours. The design of our protagonist, the goose, I think looks great. He's adorable. And the pacing is pretty good. It packs a lot into a short space of time. However, some of it I think is a little too racist for my taste. And some of it I just don't understand. And that's not necessarily a fault of the cartoon. I will explain what I mean by that in a moment. But certainly some of the stereotypes are pretty bad. And some of them might be bad, I have no idea. Because the narrative focuses on our Goose character, and he doesn't want to fly south. He doesn't actually want to fly, so he tries to hitchhike instead, and nobody will pick him up, so he has to walk south for the winter. And as he walks south, we go to various different states. And each one has a sign at the beginning, so we know exactly what state we're going into. And then we have some kind of what I assume is a stereotype related to that state. And I don't know if it's the case that because I'm British, I'm just not aware of these stereotypes, or if they're no longer stereotypes, but they were when this was released. But I didn't find it very funny, because the thing about stereotypes is that they only really work if you understand the stereotype. And because I didn't really find it very interesting, and I'm just watching it thinking, is this an offensive stereotype? Would a person from this state be offended by this? Is this lighthearted? I have no idea what the mood is for most of it. And then we get to a certain point, I think it's the bit where we're introduced to characters referred to as the tobacco workers, and a couple of characters from that point were definitely not great depictions, and they're stereotypes that are obviously very recognizable as being stereotypes. They're not positive representations of these workers, and that I thought was very awkward. So for all I know, the stereotypes in the cartoon earlier might also be really awkward, but I didn't really have any thoughts about them because I didn't connect with them. I wasn't aware of them. They were just characters and they weren't doing anything particularly entertaining. So I didn't like it. I don't know if I can say it's not an entertaining cartoon though, because I don't know if it's my fault for not being aware of certain stereotypes attributed to certain states, or if it's just not a good film. So I'd love to know what you think of it, particularly if you are in the States and you're aware of any of these stereotypes. Are they well done? Are they funny? Are they entertaining? I have no idea. But for me personally, I genuinely don't know what to do with it. I feel like there are some good bits. The animation, as I said, is very well done. The pacing is really good. But I didn't find it funny. There were times when I found it problematic, and there were times when I didn't really understand the point of what we were being shown, because I didn't connect what we were being shown with a stereotype. I'm assuming a stereotype. So I'd love to learn more about it. If anybody has any information, please feel free to share. I might then go back and revisit it, but I doubt I'd ever watch it again off my own back. But if I gained more knowledge, maybe I would. But for now, I can honestly say that The Goose Goes South is one where I have no idea how to conclude my thoughts. It might be an okay cartoon, but I guess, personally, I didn't really enjoy it.